Assalamu alaikum and good greetings. So today we'll be watching a video titled Muslim Unveils the Reality of Atheism! Muhammad Ali. This is by the Muslim Lantern. I'm interested to see what reality of atheism is being highlighted in this video. So without further ado, let's watch.
How do you define free will?
I don't. Who said I believe in free will?
I don't know.
You just yeah, no, I don't believe in free will.
You don't believe in free will?
No, I believe that there is a combination of us doing things, and our will is linked to Allah's will. So we have a compatibilistic position between free will and determinism. It's something called compatibilism. I don't know if you know about it or not.
Yeah.
Free will, that is interesting. And if anyone asks me do I believe in free will, I would have to ask them what is the definition of free will, because number one, I'm not a born English speaker, so I sometimes certain words that is related to a certain concept I don't really understand what's the concept. Hence people ask me, do you believe in it? Please explain first, what do you mean by free will? If you are talking about free choice, meaning we are being given freedom to make choices, then I do believe so. But if you are saying free will as if we can do anything that we want, no, right? So, but is that what you mean by free will or not? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've heard about it. It doesn't.
It's not just free will. Yeah, of course. It's not really about what makes sense to you. It's about different ideas that are existent and different people presenting different ideas for different things. So I'm saying we are of that position. So okay, go ahead. Yeah.
You believe in free will or no?
I just said to you, I believe in something called compatibilism, right? So I believe the choices that we make as human beings, we are choosing to do them without force. Those choices that deal with our salvation, things that deals with me entering hellfire or heaven. Those choices that I make, I chose to do those choices. But nothing goes against God, dominion, and power and will in the same time. So there's a compatibilistic position there, something called compatibilism. There's many examples different people have given rationally of how those two can come together. But that's
the first time I have heard of that terminology. But yeah, belief-wise, because explaining concept is one thing, but the core of our belief is we are being given freedom to make choices, and we have to answer for our choices. But whatever we choose to do doesn't necessarily mean that it will become into fruition, right? Meaning that there are many things that we. So, if you say when I will something, it will happen. No, definitely not.
It's not very important, because what is important is to know whether the religion is true or not. And then I wouldn't believe in compatibilism based on that. The only reason I believe in compatibilism is that I know that there is a creator. Because that is now the myth. Because if you're an atheist, you have to believe in determinism. You don't have a choice. If you understand
I
atheism,
believe in determinism.
Yeah, so you don't have you're not choosing to talk to me right now, right?
Huh?
You're not choosing to talk to me right now, yeah? You're
Well,
forced.
technically, on a atomic scale, no.
Yeah. So why would we punish people for rape and murder and stealing? They didn't choose to do it.
Yeah, I don't believe that people deserve punishment. I think that punishment.
So we should reward those rapists, isn't it?
No, because I think that there are other benefits to punishment that is not just about retribution. There's like preventing other people from.
But they don't deserve to be
doing
punished
bad
according
things.
to you. The pedophiles and the rapists, they don't deserve to be punished. They didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, so if I was a god and I was deciding what would happen to them in the afterlife, I wouldn't send them to hell.
No, there's no God in your worldview. We're not talking about God. Why are you trying to bring a red herring into the argument? In your worldview, there's no God. So according to your belief, we shouldn't be punishing rapists and murderers and pedophiles.
Well, there's a caveat to that. You don't punish them in a case where they're like excluded from everything else and they don't have to interact with the world in the future. But since they will have to interact with the
so
world
you believe
in the
we should
future,
exile them?
No, I feel like that's a whole like discussion. What's the best way to?
No, but you think if
criminals?
someone were to come and rape your family member, he's not wrong. He's innocent because he was forced to do it, is it?
Yeah, it's just nature acting itself out. But I feel like we should.
So
still
there is no
something to stop
justice
it
system.
because-
There's no justice system. There's no criminal system. There's no penal laws, right? These are all rubbish because people are forced to do these things. So would it make sense for me to electrocute and kill a specific guy who's saying that he's a pedophile and he deserves to die? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm just saying. By the way, these are rational conclusions of atheism. I'm just demonstrating to the people that. Okay, go ahead. Tell me why it's.
Because I'll try to give an example, and I don't know if that will get the point across. But you can have a shark that is really stupid and doesn't understand anything.
Let's talk about humans.
Okay. But I'm gonna have to use this example just to first get the point across.
Okay, no problem.
So you have a shark, it doesn't understand what it's doing, and it doesn't have any sense of morality. But even though I know that the shark is not at fault, then I would still kill it to stop it from killing my family or trying to eat my family because I care about my family. That's something I value. And in the same sense, even though I can see that no human can be at fault for things that they do because we live in a deterministic world, then I'll still say that we should still do things to stop bad
I'm not
things
talking
from
about
happening.
punishments though. I'm saying you're saying they don't deserve to be punished. It's not. I'm not asking you whether they should or they shouldn't. You're now being a bit pedantic there. I'm not saying that they should or they shouldn't. I'm saying on your worldview they don't deserve to be punished. They're innocent.
Yeah,
So
on a very
person who rapes a person's sister and then a pedophile who goes to the park with little children and starts grabbing them and doing hideous acts with them. According to you, he's an innocent individual that does not deserve to be punished. And the justice system is just there for utility reasons.
It depends on how you define what an individual is, I guess, because you could still say that the individual
Define
is
what
bad.
individual is? A human being. Okay.
Yeah,
That's interesting. I do understand what he tried to say about the shark, etc. Meaning that, yeah, even though the rapist, etc., right, the criminal do not deserve to be punished, etc. It's not their own conscious choice, but to prevent disharmony, perhaps, etc., right, something like that. Hence, you do something to them, put them in jail, etc., so that my family, for example, is protected from this kind of creature, right, from this kind of people. But it's not because they are doing something bad. It's just to protect my family. So Muhammad Ali used the word utility, right? So meaning that we apply this just for utility, not because they are bad, hence they deserve to be punished, etc. That's interesting.
but I mean, I can definitely agree that it's a bad individual, as in it
Bad.
brings
Well, you
bad
believe in
things.
subjective morality. You can't say bad. Bad is in your worldview only. Good to someone
Yeah,
else.
it's bad according to my worldview.
So it's not really objective. It's not objectively bad to be a pedophile according to you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. So that's enough. For me, it is enough to show, and I appreciate your honesty, at least, because a lot of atheists they're not intelligent enough to know that these are necessary conclusions from their worldview. They don't understand that they have to accept this if they hold the worldview of atheism. If you're an atheist, you have to accept that things are determined. You have to. Causality will force you to believe that. If you're an atheist, you have to believe there's no objective morality. You have to accept that morality is subjective, therefore nothing is right or wrong. Right? You can't account for your rational faculties, because if you believe in evolution, rational faculties are not really rational. They just evolve for survival and reproduction. They trick you to think that they're rational, which is another problem that Darwin had with his own theory. Right? And I could go on and on to show how ridiculous it is in reality for a theist to look at the atheist position when it is unveiled. Right? Now, comparison to a theist position, someone who can account for his rationality, can account for objective morality, can account for a justice system to punish individuals who do evil, who do rape and steal and murder and do all of these evil things. That God is the one who determines right and wrong, and God is the one who gives us a system in which we can have this balance of punishing someone for the evil that he does. Rationality is accounted for because it's God-given. The morality that is deep within the human being is God-given as well. So I would say any rational individual would see the absurdity of the atheist position, leading him using his rationality to the theist position. If he's sincere, if he's not sincere, that's a different topic. But maybe we can
we can't really have a discussion.
We can leave it on that, right? No, because all I do is just I unveil the presuppositions of atheism. A lot of people don't discuss. And once you unveil them, things become more. I can even get things to be more ridiculous. Like if asking you, does the world exist? Does anything exist? Objective.
Does
In your
anything
worldview.
exist?
Yeah, in your worldview. Does the universe exist? Other people, humans?
Yeah, something exists.
Yeah, no, yeah. That's it. That's the best you could do as an atheist, to say something exists, right? And when you say something exists and you're not even sure I'm there, having a conversation with you is ridiculous from my worldview, because the guy doesn't even believe I'm there. You know, look.
Well, you can really
the
be
guy's
sure.
not even sure. The guy's not even sure I'm there, right? The point is this, as I said, and things can go even more. The more deeper you go into this, if you rationally understand what atheism is, you understand how ridiculous it is. That it's not even worth someone
But
giving.
I don't think you can get around that issue either, because there
Which
could
issue?
just be an anti-God that is telling
No,
you.
I trust my experiences.
You trust your experiences?
Yeah. For me, I trust my experience that I exist. I trust my experience that there's a table in front of me. Trust
Oh
my
yeah, I do
experience
that too.
Yeah, no, but I know for certain, I trust certainty based on the experience. I don't have this epistemological value that you would attribute to direct experience. In atheism, you would claim direct experiences does not lead you to something you can have certainty in. From our worldview, I have certainty in those experiences that I'm having. You don't have certainty in those experiences that you have.
Okay.
That's the difference.
So you're just
And me
saying that
basing
you choose to be 100% certain, even though you could be wrong.
I don't think I could be wrong. I say my experiences are true, and they've always been true. They've always been the way they are. They've always been consistent. I have no reason to doubt them. So the problem in your position
Is it
this,
illogical?
The problem, let me explain to you. The problem is to think you need to doubt everything before you believe it. This is where it comes. Certain things is, well, I would say you need a reason to doubt them, not a reason to believe them. I've already experienced reality. It's been consistent. It's already happening every day. I have no reason to doubt it. You get what I'm trying to say? Since I have no reason to doubt it, I believe in it certainly. Unless someone can prove it to me certainly that it's not true, then I would adopt that position. So
Yeah.
it's not. I don't go the other way around. You understand? This is what the problem comes with hyperskepticism and certain philosophical beliefs, right?
Yeah, I'd say I agree with that mostly.
Okay. But no problem is, do you have any other questions for me?
Huh?
Do you have any other questions for me? And your friend, he just brought you in here. Okay. Have you read the Quran before?
No, I've listened to some bits, but I haven't.
Yeah. Why don't you get a copy of the Quran to read?
It's honestly too boring. That's the.
You don't read it, do you? You don't read. So
Interesting. I'm not sure how this started because the guy on the right does not really seem interested to. He wished to share his point of view and discuss about certain things, but not really defending something. So I'm not sure how it started this conversation.
yeah,
I don't read a lot.
This
I read a
generation,
bit.
this generation doesn't read. So this generation is away from books, right? TikTok generation, 1 minute clips and stuff like that. Look, watch
Oh, I
something
don't
on the
think I'm
Quran.
that
Then.
bad.
Watch. I don't know about you. I'm saying this generation generally. You may probably would agree with me. So just watch certain videos about Quran, miracles of the Quran, the evidences for Islam.
Yeah.
Like certain, you will find these. You can do
I've
that.
seen a
instead.
lot of those, and I didn't find anything convincing.
Yeah, because you don't have a criteria of what is convincing, as I told you from the beginning, right? So let's end it here, anyways. So my advice is read the Quran, ask Allah to guide you, and I ask Allah that even one day you come to the realization of how ridiculous it is to hold atheistic positions, etc. And that's
Okay.
just this is generally how I would say. So
I'll
it was nice
say the
talking
same
to
to
you,
you then.
though. Yeah, it was nice talking to you. I hope I didn't offend you in any way or say anything wrong with this. I apologize if I did. It's not the intention. It's just having a nice discussion with you. So I hope you did enjoy it and you were not offended or anything like that.
I'm certainly not offended. I don't
Okay.
know why I
That's-
would be offended.
That's good. Okay.
Okay, interesting. I wonder how is there any subdivision within atheist or atheism in terms of how they look at things philosophically, right? Things like meaning some of the things that is mentioned there that leads towards, is there any morality, what is meaning existence, what is it, etc., right? Interesting. Anyway, what do you think? If you are an atheist, feel free to point out perhaps some fallacy that has been stated. If there are any, feel free to comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time.